Hey guys, this is Josh and Kirsten from Love and Living RV'in. Today we're going to be doing some battery checks on our RV. So we just wanted to bring you along and show you what we're doing. So first off, we're going to be checking the water level, and we're using what's called a hydrometer to check the condition of the battery electrolyte. This is a tool that you can buy at any auto parts store. Walmart probably sells them too, and a meter. So these are things that should be done on probably at least a monthly basis on your batteries to keep them in good shape. So I'm going to open up our battery compartment here and show you what we're doing. So our particular trailer has two battery compartments, one on either side of the trailer. We have 6-volt Trojan batteries in here. These are golf cart batteries. I believe they're 225 amp hours. Yep, 225 amp hour rated batteries. So the first thing you want to do when you're looking at your battery is look at your connections. Make sure that you don't have a bunch of corrosion on the actual connections themselves. Make sure there's no rust. Anything that's going to cause a resistance in your electrical system. So first off, check for corrosion on your connections. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just look at the voltage. We know these batteries are good, but I'm just going to go through it. So I'm going to go on my meter to DC voltage, and we're just going to measure here. We should have over 6 volts on each of these batteries. And we do. We have 6.89 volts on this battery. So we know that battery's good. Next, we're going to check our water level. So pop your caps off here. Take a look inside. And you want to make sure that the plates are covered with liquid. You're probably not going to be able to pick that up on the camera. But make sure you've got water in each of your cells. So they divide these out. Typically they're separate, so each one has its own individual level. So if it's low, if the plate is not completely covered, add distilled water. It needs to be distilled water, because if you put normal water in there with all the minerals, you're going to get a bunch of crap built up on those plates. So make sure you put distilled water. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this hydrometer and check the condition of the electrolyte fluid inside the battery. So what you want to do is you want to fill this thing up a couple of times. So usually not the first one. And be really careful. This is sulfuric acid in here. Don't get it on your skin. Don't get it on your clothes. It'll eat right through clothing. So pump this out one more time. And here we go. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at the level where this thing floats to within this marker. Anything in the red means that it's not good. We want it in the green. Anywhere between the green and the white is a good condition of the electrolyte fluid. So again, this is a specific gravity meter is what this is called. That's how it's working. It's based on whatever chemical they use in here to float in this electrolyte. So you want it in the green, and we're good. So you can see that on the meter. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back in there. And again, be real careful with this fluid. This is sulfuric acid. You don't want to get this on you or on your clothes. So you want to do that for each individual cell, because again, they're separate from one another. It's not, they're not all combined. So you need to make sure that each cell has got a good state of electrolyte fluid. And you want to check this when you're at a full charge. Don't do it when the battery's depleted, because it's going to show low. You'll be in the red if the battery doesn't have enough charge to it. So do it on a full charge. Check each cell, and again, check your connections, water levels, and then your electrolyte fluid. And if everything turns out good, you're good to go. Also, if you're in the desert, you want to do this more often, because as you all know, water evaporates. This is going to evaporate with heat. So the hotter these batteries are, the more fluid you're going to lose in there. And be real careful when you add water. Don't add too much water to these, because you'll dilute the electrolytic or electrolyte fluid that's in there too much. So and again, it needs to be distilled water, not standard tap water. Distilled water, that's real important for batteries. So again, these are Trojan T105s. This type of procedure is standard with any type of lead acid battery that is serviceable, that you can add fluid to. So great check for RVs. You can do the same thing with your car batteries too. Just a good thing to keep these batteries in good shape. They're not cheap. You know, these batteries run about 150 bucks each. We've got 2 of them. So you want to make sure they're in good shape. When you're done using this, rinse it out with water. Add water to it, flush it back out. Do that a couple times to get all that sulfuric out of there. You don't want to leave that sulfuric acid in this hydrometer. So I think that's about it for battery maintenance. Again, we're Josh and Kirsten, Love and Living RVing. Thanks for watching, guys.